I'm working on a project, and it's kind of like I'm trying to leverage AI a little bit more than I have been after some recent conversations. And I just want to give you guys a quick little rundown as far as what's going through my mind. So I've used ChatGPT, which is pretty solid for certain things and things like that. I'm a ChatGPT Plus subscriber, so it's like 20 a month or something. Gives you a couple extra benefits. It's pretty good. I learned about Claude from Anthropic AI recently, and I realized that it does a little bit more. There's kind of like an artifacts feature or something where you can like you prompt it. We'll show a little bit. You prompt it, and then it gives you like you could literally ask it to build you like a full website. And it's not really going to build you like a full website, but it literally does code right in front of you, and it will show you the end result. You're good to take the code and do whatever you want with it and all that. What I want to do here specifically, though, is I think something that's kind of interesting, and I see it utilized in many different ways. For me, my goal is to build a. I'm in the middle of building my own personal site, revamping it, and doing those types of things. I'm a terrible designer, and I have a lot of information, but I need to like organize it and I need to present it in a good way. And I'm also not really a copywriter, even though I could get by like doing that because it's my own voice and stuff like that. But the quick thing I want to show you here is I want you to think of this in two ways. One, for like a personal brand that you may develop, or for like a client project that you would be doing, or I mean even your own brand. Doesn't have to be a personal brand. But here's what I did. So you can get Claude and you can have like the free plan is great, but I just upgraded to the pro plan over here as well. It's $20 a month. What that gives you is this concept of projects, okay? And if you're not familiar with Claude, it's if you're familiar with ChatGPT at all, it's the same type of thing. You type in here, you say like, hey, when was da 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 whatever, and it'll spit out some stuff. It's fine. It's good. It works. But this idea of projects is, I'm pretty sure, just a paid feature, and this is where ChatGPT I think kind of has this a little bit, but I think this kind of takes it a little bit to another level. And go look at the other platforms too. I'm not just trying to shout out Claude here, but this is the one I'm using. So look at what I'm able to do here, and I'm going to explain to you what this brought up to me in my head. With projects, you're able to now kind of create like a specific database, almost like I guess maybe like a custom GPT like people have or whatever. But here's the idea: you want to make like you don't want to. The problem with AI is people don't really know how to use it yet. They don't know how to prompt engineer. They don't know how to like create an environment that is conducive to getting good answers out of the thing, right? Unless they're like simple answers. So if you pop into Claude right now on the free version and you say, who is Mark Szymanski? Okay, it's going to tell you it doesn't know who the hell I am, right? Because I'm not a prominent enough figure. And again, if you ask it, who is your brand or what is your brand? Unless it's like a big brand, they're not going to know. But that doesn't mean that it can't know who you are. So with this projects thing, it's kind of like your own little personal project, personal memory bank. And then you create one. So I've created one like just Mark Szymanski personal brand. And my thought here is it's a collection of information all about me. The idea is for Claude to always know who exactly like I am, what I'm up to, and constantly reference this information when I want to get something out of it. So I'll know. So if I jump into here, now you'll see a few things. Over on the right-hand side, this is where you upload pretty much I'm going to call it a database. It's not really like a database, but like this is where you upload the content. So for instance, let's say that you like wrote a biography or you had a bunch of information about yourself. You could upload that. It doesn't even need to be like, I don't think straight up text, because you can add like text content or you can add files or whatever. You can upload things, so then this project, siloed in this project, they know everything about you or your brand. So in my case, I made like a spreadsheet where on one column is like an event date, and then on the right hand is like what happened. So for instance, like I was born on this day, I started my business on this day. There's like 100 lines in there, okay? And I'll talk about that in a different video, but I want to try to keep this one short. I know it's getting long already. So I have all that in there. And just simply with that one file, uploaded it. Literally just uploaded basically in plain text. Claude now knows a ton about me. So that's involved in this project. And then I asked it, hey, who is Mark Szymanski? And up here, I asked who is Mark Szymanski before I put that in, and said, I don't know who Mark Szymanski is. Makes total sense. And then after I asked, and now it's like it knows a lot of stuff about me because I told it about me. Now again, I'm not saying this is like groundbreaking. I'm just trying to explain AI and prompting and getting actual good information out of this stuff in a way that hopefully more people will understand, because this is still kind of like a new frontier and everything like that. What I'm saying is there's a lot of ways to leverage this that I'm trying to do more so for myself, and hopefully this will benefit you guys as well. Because again, if you're working on a client project, you could just get all the information from them, dump it into a Claude project, as an example, and then start prompting. Be like, hey, based on all this information, um, give me some copy for something, or start to summarize like things that you'd want. Or you could say like, probably, I mean, I don't know, I'll do this live. Like, okay, create a, if I could type, create a basic homepage layout with some of this info for Mark's, website or something like that. Okay. And then depending on what it's going to do here, I'm not sure what it does in this thing. It might start, it's literally, again, this is like literally, you could say, look, we're coding now. Okay. It's kind of cool. So it's going to do all this, and then it's going to spit out a little bit of a preview. And again, you could like download this code and use it, but I mean, sick. I mean, I'm not saying like you would download and use that necessarily just like that, but you could do something if you wanted, like, just to get some inspiration, and it's just going to continue to evolve. But the project thing specifically is now and that was just one file, okay? That was 100 like rows of an Excel doc, okay? So I'm going to add more things. I might be able to add pictures. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me, but I'm going to add like all the information about me that I know. And then you got to think of this as like Claude is like an intern that you've hired that knows everything about you or your business. And then you can just ask it to produce stuff. And the only other thing that I want to show is there's set custom instructions here that you don't have to do. But on this, I could probably say, this is more of, I think, like kind of like a prompt, like an overall prompt. Like, so instruct it with prompts like, use a professional tone, use concise and simple wording. So if you have a particular voice, the next iteration of this, I don't know if you can do it now. The next iteration is, I already have, as an example, a ton of content out on the internet. Like, I am who I am, and I put that on the internet. If I can get Claude to look at that information and just kind of like replicate me, it can almost make like an artificial version of me. And I know there's already things like that where you can do like an AI chatbot of yourself, but I'm doing it just like directly in here right now. So I don't know where this is going to go. I just hope you guys got some, the gears turning a little bit here on this this quick example here. But I'm gonna play around with this, and I'll keep you guys updated on more stuff to come. But AI is interesting. Like I said, we're on the frontier right now, I feel like, with some of the stuff. But hopefully you can get ahead of the curve and start to understand how to use it and leverage it to build cooler websites, do cooler projects, make more money, whatever it is. I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Talk to you in the next one.